Hey guys, happy Friday to one and all. I hope you're having a super productive week and all set for the weekend and hopefully getting a chance to get out and enjoy that absolutely fantastic weather we're having there at the moment. Today guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a mix up. We're going to go for a nice mixed circuit today, okay? So what we're doing here is 10 different exercises that are going to target core, upper lower body, a little bit for cardio as well, so it's a nice little mixed bag, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So what I'm going to do guys, rather than just go through the details of how the circuit works and stuff, I'm going to post all that down below in a text below the video. The video, I'm just going to use it here to demonstrate the exercises, just to save a little bit of time so that you can run through them, but obviously make sure you look through both of them and that you are comfortable when you start the circuit, so you guys will know what to do. Obviously it goes without saying guys as well, in terms of the exercises, I'm going to show adaptations, progression, so just make sure you pick the version of the exercise which is suitable to you, okay? As I say, we're always mentioning it here, but it's important to realise we're all at different levels in terms of fitness, mobility, strength, etc. So we got to make sure we're doing those exercises nice and safely. But this is quite adaptable, it's quite simple, so quite straightforward, so pretty much everybody should be able to knock this one out guys. In terms of what you're going to need, we will be doing some exercises on a little step here, okay? If you don't have it guys, don't worry, no problems at all, okay? But anything can work as a step or as a raised height. So for example, like your sofa, a chair, side of your bed, you know, again, get creative, get adaptive, and you'll have no problems with these, okay? If you have a mat for a couple of the exercises, that might be useful, but a soft surface, if you're doing it indoor, for example, on a carpet or whatever, that's absolutely fine. And dumbbells or some sort of resistance is always optional. So rather than going through these individually on the exercises, I'm just saying to you here at the start guys, you know, just get creative with it. If you want to do the exercise with a little bit of resistance, that's obviously fantastic. But as I say, the most important thing to do is make sure you're comfortable doing them, okay? So without further ado, we shall get into the exercises. The first one we're going to do today is a little combo with lower and upper body. We're going to do a squat to knee raise and bringing the knee down to the opposite elbow. So let me just demonstrate that for you guys. Feet hip distance apart, squatting down, up we come and bring the knee into the opposite elbow, okay? Down again, up and change it over, okay? Alright, breathe in and breathe out as you push up, okay? Very straightforward guys. Again, to advance that, bring a little bit more tempo. If you have a dumbbell, if you want to just hold a dumbbell or a bottle of water in your hand, that's absolutely perfect as well, okay? So that's our first exercise done. So our next exercise is a curtsy lunge, okay? It's a really nice exercise. This one works a little bit more on the stability, obviously working the legs as well. So what we're going to do is stand there hip distance apart with the feet, and what we're going to do is sweep the working leg, shall we say, okay, to the back of the standing leg and push back up to the front leg and bring the foot back up, okay? We're going to change that over across to the other side, same idea, down and push back up. And you're just going to alternate left to right and down, okay? Nice exercise guys, but again, because you're sweeping the leg in behind, you're going to change your center of balance a little bit, make sure you're nice and stable, don't do these too quickly. In terms of the depth, some of you might find it a little bit more difficult to get down lower, so there's quite a simple solution to that. You're just going to come back and just go down much shorter on the distance, okay? So you're not getting the depth quite as much. So a nice short curtsy lunge like that. Absolutely perfect, okay? You want to make it a little bit harder, a little bit further down on the depth, but please do be careful with the balance on this one, guys, and make sure you're nice and stable when you're doing it, okay? Our next exercise, some of you will be very familiar with this one. It's going to get the heart rate up a little bit more. It's a great exercise for the core. You're basically getting into a plank position, but we're bringing in the legs as well by driving them up and across the body, okay? So mountain climber, again, if you're doing it on the floor or on the mat, that's fine. I'm just going to do it off the step here, just for a little bit of more of a raised platform, which you can do as well. So up on the toes guys, nice plank position, squeeze the abs and the hip flexors, keep the front of the body nice and tight. You're going to drive the knee up and across the body and jumping in off the toes there on that one, okay? Alright, lovely exercise, okay? This one's got to get the heart rate up for sure. Again, adapted guys, a little bit slower. If you're finding that tough, you know, even cardiovascularly wise, you can slow it down, speed it up, and just make sure you're nice and stable when you're doing it. So that's our mountain climber. Our next exercise then guys, so this is a hip thruster. Guys, this one, if you don't have a step, absolutely no problem, just do it as a glute bridge. A hip thruster is basically a more elevated position on the back, so you get more depth when you drop down the hips and push up. So just let me just demonstrate it for you guys first. Okay, okay? So pop down onto your mat. So what you're looking to do there, ideally guys, is get the bottom of the shoulder blades just onto the edge of your step or your platform, okay? If you have it, alright? Bring in the feet in underneath, ankles in underneath. The knees are just in front of them. Okay, from here then you're just going to engage the core, keep the rib cage down, and push right up to that fully bridged position, and come right back down again, okay? Okay, raise up, breathe out, and breathe in as you come down, okay? Alright, if you're feeling very, very confident and comfortable with this, guys, what you could do, just for an extra little bit of activation on the calves and the hamstrings, is just lift up the heels as you're doing the exercises, okay? You'll feel that straight away there on the calf, and a little bit tighter on the hamstring. But the standard position is just to do it with a nice flat foot. And again, if you want to add in a little bit of weight, by popping a little bit of a weight there on your lap while you're doing the exercises, absolutely perfect, okay? So that's your hip thruster, guys, so I'll have a go with that one, see how you get on, okay? Our next exercise then, guys, classic push-up. Can't leave the push-ups out, okay? Upper body exercise for the chest and triceps. Alright, again, if you have your step, you can still use it, alright? Just you're getting into that plank position. Because it's slightly raised there, it'll be a little bit easier. But obviously, if you're comfortable doing it from the floor, that's fine, alright? And if you're doing it, if you find it's quite a tough exercise, which it is an advanced exercise, you can certainly do this off the knees as well, guys. So, the standard position will be up on the toes, tummy tight, locking that core again, elbows in nice and tight to the side, push up dynamically, okay? And then obviously, then if we're just doing it off the knees, crossing over, pushing up, okay? And again, there's another version, guys, if you don't fancy getting down on the ground, you can certainly do it from a standing position off the wall as well. Standing nice and tall, and the taller you are, the more upright you are, the easier it will be, so you can make it more difficult or easier by standing in or out, okay? Pull back the shoulders, lock it in, and push up. Alright? Great exercise, that's going to work the chest and triceps there, as I mentioned, okay? Next exercise, guys, now this one, may be new to some of you, okay? It's called a bear crawl. Now I am a little bit limited for space here. I'm going to demonstrate the exercise anyway, but depending on the room you have, you can take kind of 2, 3, 4 steps forward, 2, 3, 4 steps back. I'm going to probably just do 2 or 3 steps here this morning. Okay, so I'm going to start nice and tall, hop down on the hands. Okay, now what we're looking to do here is get up on the toes and keep the knees relatively close to the ground. You may be able to see that hopefully there on the camera. You're going to take a step forward with the hand and the foot, alternate. So a couple of steps forward, and then without dropping the knees, take a step back, okay? So basically you're holding yourself in that position without letting the knees hit the ground, okay? Now that's a nice exercise, guys. You'll definitely feel that one. To stabilize everything there as you're going forward and back. Doesn't really matter. 2, 3 paces forward, 2, 3 paces back is absolutely fine. You're doing it for time anyway. But really try and lock in that core. Keep those knees off the ground at all if you can. And if you need to reset, obviously no problems at all, but it's good exercise and kind of hits all of the core and a lot of the musculature as well of the body at the same time. So it's a nice little exercise. So that's perfect. We're moving on then to our next exercise, which is our kickstand squat. Now, I'm just going to try and get onto a nice side position for this one so that you can maybe see it a little bit clearer. This is a straightforward enough exercise, guys, but what we're doing is we're putting more emphasis on the individual leg as we get into the squat. So what we'll do is we'll stand in a normal squat position. So if I'm focusing on my right leg, my outside leg here as I'm doing this exercise, what I'm going to do is set my left leg slightly behind, if you can see that there on the camera, about halfway back on the standing leg in terms of the position, and then raising the heel of the leg that's, we'll say, not working. We're not going to be working as much, okay? So set that position first, cross over your hands, pull back your shoulders, and then keeping that heel off the ground, you're going to squat back down and push back up. Breathing in and breathing out, okay? Because my heel is off the ground on my near leg, there's much more emphasis on the right hand side as I'm squatting. It has to do more work. That's the idea of it, okay? So you want to do your reps on that side, and then you're going to change over and do it on the other side as well, okay? So what I would say, maybe because we're doing this as sets, as circuits, this one maybe you can do, let me see, maybe 5 reps on each side and keep changing over, and just when the time's up we'll move on to the next station. So 5 reps on each side, change it over to the left and just continue like that, okay? Great exercise, but again, because it's they're slightly not as balanced, shall we say, as you would be if you're doing a normal squat, and bringing the core a little bit more. So give that one a go, let me know how you get on with it, guys. Yes, the next one, leg raise. Okay, so we're getting back to The core here, working the obliques in particular. Now guys, I got myself a nice little cone here. This can be literally anything, a bottle of water, anything that will stand upright, okay? Pop it down there, and we're going to get down, and what we're going to do here guys is get the legs moving forward and back over the cone. So the easiest thing is probably to cross over the ankles, just pull back the shoulders, keep the tummy high. What I'm going to do is lift up and around, okay? So hopefully you can see that there on the camera. Obviously, your deductive points if you knock over the cone or the bottle of water, but it just gives you a little object there to move across from, okay? So obviously, the higher the object is, the more resistance you're working against in terms of get the legs up a little bit higher and clear it, okay? But you know, have fun with this one, guys. It's just anything at all will do, really, okay? If you're feeling pretty good on it, you can bring a little bit of speed, okay? But make sure you're keeping that balance. You see I have the hands there on the side, just to make sure I'm keeping nice and balanced. Try not to let the ankles drop to the ground, okay? I'm just have a little bit of fun with that one. Okay, so what are we going to go for next, guys? Split squat, iso hold the shoulder press, yes. So I'm going to bring in my little dumbbells here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is combine upper and lower body together. So a split squat, so the best way to do this is get into the split squat position first, okay? So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm going to come up, clearing the knee off the ground, staying in that position. Okay, I've got my dumbbells. I'm going to go right into a shoulder press and slowly down. Breathing out, breathing in, okay? So obviously again guys, we'll do the same as the previous exercise where the kickstand squat where you have to change over the leg. We're going to do 5 reps on each leg, change it over, get onto the other side, okay? A couple of things happening there. Obviously it's an upper and lower body combination. The lower body in particular on the squat, in the split squat position, that's what's called an isometric hold, so you're basically holding in that position so that the muscle has to work just to literally lock you in that position, hold you in that position so you get a nice bar on that one whilst you're combining with the shoulder press. So I want to get the heart rate up as well, a really nice exercise. So we'll pop back our dumbbells and we'll have a look and see what we've got next. We're nearly there guys, actually, this is the last one. Okay, so the last exercise we're going to do, I actually need my dumbbells again, so I'm coming back for the dumbbells. So this is the one I kind of just literally came up with myself, just a little combination. Okay, so this one, because it's not particularly demanding on the cardiovascular system, you could certainly use a little bit of weight on this one, you know, if you're comfortable doing that. What we're going to do guys is combine a Romanian deadlift with a, what am I doing with it? So we're going to combine Romanian deadlift with elbow withdrawal. Well, this is my bigger part guys. So this is a nice little exercise for the back, because I haven't been particularly focusing on the back. I'm going to pull back the shoulder blades and the elbows, okay? Alright, so we're going to lock that position in there before we do anything else, alright? So that's our position. So as you'll do this easily at the start, but as you get into the reps, the back will start to fatigue a bit and you might tend to kind of round the shoulders forward. Try and resist that, really pull them back, okay? So a good guide is to lift up, back and down. Lock them in position and really pull back those elbows, okay? From here guys, I'm going to get into a Romanian deadlift. So, you know, the normal technique on the Romanian deadlift, I might stand back and give myself a little bit of room, don't want to headbutt the ladder. Okay, from here I'm going to keep my hips tall and just come right down and get that stretch into the hamstrings, okay? So I'm trying not to bend my knees there at all, just keep the knees nice and straight, keep the shoulders back all the time. Now get that stretch and come back up, okay? So breathing in and breathing out. So hopefully you can see that there okay on the video guys. You know, you'll be surprised, it'll feel very easy at the start. That one will start kicking, especially on the upper back, and you really pull back those shoulder blades. So that's it guys. I'm going to detail the circuits in terms of the times, the rounds, all of that on the text down below as well. Do please have a look at the video and make sure you're comfortable doing the exercises. Set it up guys, you can just go straight from one exercise to the other. Let me know how you get on. By all means as well, if you feel, you know, it's probably about 11-12 minutes total workout, you want to do it for a little bit less time, that's no problem. But give it a go and let me know how you go guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Let's keep the positive mindset going as we are, and hopefully we'll all be back to our routines very, very soon. Guys, thanks for listening and chat to you soon. Bye.